Hello everybody and welcome back to Shadow Empire. We're playing as the Salic Federation. Last episode, I didn't do a whole lot. We finally cleared up the Hushtart northern flank, and now we are preparing for another action against them with our motorized forces, supported by our armored forces. I'm not sure what our target's going to be. I don't know what their capital is. I think it's like, what is their capital? Did they even say? Level 3 city, level 4. I'm gonna say it's Ozenbruck. It's Metropolis, so yeah. Well, no, regular capital zone. I think regular zone. Yeah, I think this is the capital. So that's the capital. I think we're going to try and get their other city down south here. And then after that, we might just sue for peace and let our not allies, but also not enemies up north here just fight it out amongst themselves. I think is going to be the goal. We've developed a couple of new aircraft designs. And really that's about it. We continue to try and reinforce the northern line against our... I guess we're in a Cold War with Brunmark. Once we've stabilized the other fronts, or we've grown enough that we don't need to care, we can just fight two fronts, Brunmark will be our major target as we try and take them over. As they've grown quite large. If we can check the map here, they are not like super like large. We've been able to grow, but a lot of our territory is just kind of empty wasteland. Okay, and this domain is very big. Over here, we almost touched them on the other side, so they rival us. The holding domain, we have good relations with them. Theocratic regime. Okay. And then what is this? Ranks Pact, they're a major as well. And you're all non-aligned, so okay. I don't know if we're like the biggest. Victory points. Compared to victory score. Okay, we are winning. Russellfield Imperium is right behind us, along with the Colding Dominion. Alright. So we got out ahead early. Okay. Good to know. Let's see if we can raise some troops here. I would love to raise an independent unit of those heavy bombers. I don't think we can, because we don't have as big of an airfield as we need. And yeah, our tactical bomber wing would be Starfires. Okay, so we need to continue to increase our airbase. We are building machines, though, natively, so that's good. From our heavy industry. Do we have high-tech industry, or did we not research that yet? Synthetic fuel, biofuel. Government, let's start creating some amenities for people. A VidCom station. Get that going. Alright, well, let's go to the next turn. Yeah, next turn. See what we've got here. I don't think... Oh, no. There is. We want to have all of our boys take up decent positions. think this northern flank's good because we're friends with them. We have 100. They're a major regime as well. So, yeah, we'll send everybody on this line here. Reinforce it. Maybe make them try and reinforce back. While we prepare for our push on their southern city here, the Wilhelm Gru. That city. And yeah, this airbase is supposed to be done next turn. All right. Oh, it'll be finished next turn. Oh. Just stretching on that arm. The arm where I got my vaccine. Still a little stiff. Just a little sore. Not where like the injection site happened. It's just the general like joint around the arm, a little inflamed. But I expect that because if I know what the coronavirus vaccines are supposed to do, they don't have anything in them that's part of the actual vaccine. What it has is a way of basically forcing some of your cells to make some proteins that are on the outside of a coronavirus cell, the ones that allow the coronavirus cell to latch onto certain cells in your body to then hijack the cells to produce more coronavirus, which is how a virus works. So what this is trying to do is force some of your cells to build those cells, force your immune system to confront them, understand how to defeat them, and then when or if you get coronavirus, it'll know how to destroy those proteins on the outside of the coronavirus cell, therefore not allowing the coronavirus cell to hijack another cell. Because that's how viruses... Because viruses, if you don't know, viruses are a very interesting kind of... They're not an animal. They're not a plant. They're just this single-celled organism. It's a very odd organism. It doesn't have DNA. It has RNA, which is basically half of the DNA helix. So what it wants to do is it wants to get into a cell, and I might be talking about my ass here, but I'm trying to remember my high school biology course. It wants to get into a cell, inject its RNA into a certain part of the cell, the part of the cell that creates new DNA and kind of codes things, which I forget what that part of the cell is, get in there, hijack that, which will then, by injecting its own RNA, will force that cell to produce these copies of the virus until the cell is so full of these new viruses, it basically just explodes, thus spreading more of those viruses out, latching onto new cells, etc. And that's how it kind of goes through. So the thing that they're trying to do with this vaccine is not attack the virus, which would be infinitely more complex. They want to just attack the proteins that the virus uses to latch on to other cells, because it has a protein that latches on to the outside of certain cells, usually around the lungs of humans, and and if it doesn't have those, it can't inject its own RNA. It can't spread. It can't hijack your cells to multiply. So if I know that, then that means my body is currently, there's some cells in my body that are producing these proteins. They're in my bloodstream, and my immune system doesn't know what the fuck's going on and is trying to adapt to be able to combat those proteins. So that's probably why my joints are a little inflamed around that area, because it's basically a combat zone on the microscopic level against an enemy that can't actually fight, because it's just proteins. It's just those proteins that are being made. So kind of a live fire exercise, I guess, if we're going to keep using the military terminology. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Like, I'm not a microbiologist. I'm not a biologist in general. So I'm using layman's knowledge. I'm adapting things I've heard for a layman in my own head, and it doesn't always work, but I'm pretty sure that's what it's trying to do. So yeah, probably gonna be a little sore for a while. I know that people have, when they get the second dose, that's when you get like, that's usually when people get like a fever, and it kind of knocks them on their ass a little bit, because that's like the second wave, and your body's like goes into overdrive because now it has the ability to fight it more, which it kind of, one of the things is that most of the time when you have a fever and you're fighting off like a cold or something like that, or well, not usually cold, but when you're fighting off like the flu, or you have a fever and you have like a little bug, usually that fever is not the result of the bug exactly. It's usually your body fighting off an infection or fighting off whatever it's trying to fight off, because it raises the temperature, because a lot of organisms can only exist in a certain temperature. So basically, and you know, you have a lot of parts in your body that are kind of overactive. Okay, elections. Legislative territories violated our borders and declared war on us. We'll have to figure out who the hell they are and destroy them. So let's see. Who are they? Are they one of these ones down here? Nope. 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 No. No. Mixfield Imperium. Hochstadt. There's territory. These guys. Okay. So these guys are at war with us now. Alright. Got it. National budget allocations. I'm good with that. Yeah, we can increase our morale. I'm good with that. Some victories will do that. Budgets are all fine. Open embassy. Sure, we'll accept embassies. Shining Doctrine, Order, Blessed Crusader, Holy Planet Army. The Shining Doctrine sounds the least warlordy, so we'll go with that. So these guys have breached our territorial borders. Arachnid. Bugs! Oh no! Are we fighting bugs? Is that what's happening right now? Oh no, I'm having Starship Troopers flashbacks, guys. That's my favorite bad movie. Alright. Are these guys intelligent? Arachnid, second beast with extremely hard carapace and extremely high level of aggression. Culture unknown. Leadership unknown. Okay, we need to get some information on these guys. Have they found a way to... Are they even human? Have they found a way to domesticate arachnids? Alright, should be 12 spies in there now. Alright, got that. Do we have air attack capability? We do not. We need to get that forward air base. Can we even upgrade it? No, because it's still being built. Okay, okay. Don't panic. It's just a giant spider, essentially, or insect, I guess would be the proper term. Non-aligned forces. You know what we're going to do? I think we're going to take this city. I think we're going to take Redhold because it's ours. Like we have relations with these people. So I think we're going to just annex them. Miners offer client unification. I think we can unify with them. Give us that. We can kind of pacify the north here a bit better. So, oratory skill. I thought Redhold was already with us. What are they to us? Or protectorate. Okay, they're a protectorate, so offer them to become a client state. They'll be docile and taxed. Should be able to do that. Okay. Corporate scientist. Let's see what we've got. Covert ops. For covert ops, I want to get some information on Reichsfield. Reichsfield? I want to get some information on these guys. So difficulty. All right, we're going to succeed no matter what. Let's put a lot of spies in there. Get that done. Alrighty. And do we have anybody else? Got these guys. We gotta send. Alright. Get that done. What is this? That's an eagle. Okay, so we got some fighter bombers here. I thought that was just a scout. Okay. Got a bit of information on these guys. Are they at war with anybody is what I want to know. Okay, got you connected up with the railroad. Let's connect up a bit more with the rail. Get that air base to level 2 as quickly as possible. Okay. Don't think there's much else we can do, so let's go to the next turn. Funny thing is in the time since I last played this, I haven't actually played a lot of games. It just hasn't been a thing for me. I've been taking a break from a lot of from doing a lot of video game playing. Yeah, I don't even think I haven't gotten any further in The Witcher 3. I just kind of stopped, did other things. It's been spending a lot of time dialing in that 3D printer. At the point now where I think I've got it fairly well dialed in. I'm having some trouble lately. I picked up some files from a guy who makes 3D printing. He makes bundles for historical games. So he's got a lot of games he's got a lot of files for terrain for Napoleonics and World War II and stuff like that. And I mean, they're all a flat rate. I think it's €60 a piece. So it's $72 for a bundle. It comes with a lot of buildings and scatter and stuff like that. Really cool, really good, high quality. Even gives the scale for scaling it to different, like from like 20. It comes in 20 mil scale, and you can scale it up to 28 mil, and down to 15. And I've been trying to print off some of those, well, one of those as a test print to kind of get it all to make sure it's good in 15 millimeter. And I just think I've got like a bad file or something, because it just continues to have problems with like the Z layer, the layers like aren't aligned on it. But it's not propping up in anything else I've printed, because I've printed a couple of test prints since then, and it's been fine. So I think there's just a problem with that file. I might try and re-download it from his like repository, or try and get like try and print out something else to eliminate like any problems. I think I might try. I think there's a couple of small like wall sections for Le Housson, or what is it called? Is that Le Housson? Saint Leon? No, it's the Waterloo buildings. Oh, fucking. Either way, try and print out some wall sections from that and just see if those are printable or if they're having problems. Because actually I got from one of my game group, one of the guys in my game group gave me money to buy the bundle because he wanted some of them printed out for him. And he's planning on running a 15 millimeter Waterloo game. So he wants some 15 millimeter Waterloo buildings. I forget the names of the two farming complexes that were like, because I know it's like L'Enfonçon. I'm not sure. All I know is how it's supposed to be in French, so I don't actually know the English pronunciation of it. Oh God, what is it called? Completely blanking on it. That just always happens. It always happens with me. So yeah, that's the thing I'm doing. I've been trying to print out a generic barn for the last couple of days, but the layers in the Z-axis are always misaligned in different ways, so it's weird. So I think it's just a problem with that file. And every time I try and resave it, another problem comes up. So I just think there's a general issue. I'm gonna have to try some other stuff, work through it. Because I mean, last night I just I just went ahead and did a like a roadway section that has a little verticality to it, and it was fine. So I don't know what's going on with it. Oh, damn. My sore arm might just be from me not using it a lot. I think I might need to stretch it a bit and get it like use it a bit more. Maybe that'll help. That's all I can really think of. And again, I have worse reactions to vaccines than some people, so it might just kind of be lingering. Higher soldier morale, got it. Decisions. Motion that the city of Austin be conquered. Sure, that's the plan. Quack doctors active. I'll give you my full support to deal with the quack doctors. Alright, critical success. Zone upgrade, sure. Metropolis for Bournemouth. Alright. Our spies issue. Shining Doctrine. Holy Plant. Yeah, Shining Doctrine. Isolationists here. Alright. Let's see. Okay, so this is the Imperium over on this side. So they're a big empire. Okay, so we're like at an intersection between multiple empires. So alright, so this is a major, this is a major, and this is a major. Okay, and then we're a major, they're a major, so are they, so are they, so are they. You're a minor, you're a minor, you're a minor. You're a major, but gonna die soon. You're a major. Okay. Okay. So we've... Okay. So all the major empires are starting to... There's not a lot of open space left anymore. So I got that. So I guess these guys aren't at war with each other yet, but it's only going to be a matter of time, really. Okay, what is this? Leadership. Arachnids. Okay, so they're just an arachnid race. Got it. That fills me with absolutely no confidence. Though apparently they have no guns, so... If we attack them... They kill none of us, but we get there. Okay. Interesting. Air attack? We've got air attack capability. Assuming they don't have anti-aircraft. Alright. So we just need to keep pushing down through here to kill them all. Sounds good. Alright, what do we got inside here? A very limited garrison in the south here. So if we take this, they're going to be very hard pressed to defend anything else as we sweep in. So, okay, and you've got your forces in here. So here's what we're going to do. So we're pushing out. Knock these guys out. Just some bugs. Okay, got that. Pushed in down here. Oop. Didn't mean to do that. Okay, well, it's not going to be full strength there. Okay, and then these guys got some tanks. Okay, not enough. We got them. We're starting to push in through here around this city. Construct the second level for this air base. Then we can get some aircraft into the front. Try and knock this SAM site out. Because it's got some... Okay. Just didn't have the ability to push out anymore. Okay, yeah, we want to knock out that SAM site because it can hit adjacent targets. While things like the anti-aircraft guns here can only hit this hex. So we definitely want to try and knock the SAM site out because all I can see is a single SAM in the south here. So if we can knock it out, we have open season on these units with our Air Force. So yeah, that's the plan at least, and I don't think we're going to have too much trouble knocking out the arachnids, in all honesty. So that's cool. Don't think there's much else we can do, and we're running low on time. Actually, we're over time. So I think we're just going to go ahead and end the episode there, and we'll pick this turn up next time. So thank you for joining me for this episode. If you'd like to please leave a comment down below, set the like button if you want to support the channel, hit the subscribe button down below, as well as take a look at the description down below where links to my Discord and my Patreon page. So I'll see you in the next episode. Bye!